me do a quick mic test. And we are good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Dwayne, I'm begging you, please change this. Dwayne, pick the stinks up. We're changing the time of day. This just sucks. Homestead is a night race anyways. Yeah, I think we desperately need it. We can't even make a lap out here. Jaden said he would pay for it. He said he'll do it right now if you want him to do. My bad. What you say?
Alright guys, countdown might take a little bit longer because we are gonna move sessions here. But we will be right back and we'll get the racing action starting soon. Give us a minute, guys. We're getting the new session up real quick. Fieldley's into the outside wall, trying to pick him up for Brookmeyer. Here, Corona makes it 3 wide down the middle on the max stretch. He gets it into turn 3. As Fieldley there with a little mistake. Fieldley just straight who's been struggling for so long to get the race win. He finally finds his one now. Jamie Fieldley is victorious from Kansas. And Carter Brookmeyer finally has his race win. Race winner. And he is just an inch away from a championship. It is too close to call. Let's go, baby! Teammates in the win, baby! His score is in, and it's time to shake it before you bake it.
Dwayne, say my last name.
Two rounds remaining. And we are about to set it off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the official Shake and Bake Recently YouTube channel. My name is Vickers, welcome to the podcast on YouTube. Round number 9, live from Homestead. And it's the Miami 200, 135 laps. as we start the doubleheader season finale week. Today at Homestead and tomorrow night at Phoenix. As you see, there are qualifying already in progress as we had a short practice session. And it's Jaden Newson currently on probationary pole position. The championship leader, who is 11 points ahead. One bonus point here will be extraordinary for Jaden Newson when it comes to his championship on the line. But it is finally time. The wait is over. These two races will determine it all. And we will crown our first Shake and Bake Cup Series champion. As everyone there with great qualifying times, Jaden Newson still holds pole position, and it's Carter Brookmeyer, the P2 runner-up in the standings in second, Fieldley third, Carter Roy fourth, and Harold Wilson fifth. Newson, Brookmeyer, Fieldley, and Wilson. That is your championship four for the championship at stake. Newson and Brookmeyer have both secured their spot. Fieldley and Wilson actually tonight at risk of getting eliminated from championship contention. So we will see how this goes as it's nighttime here in Homestead, Miami. 30 seconds remaining in the qualifying session as these drivers are getting used to this track. A lot of adjustments here and there as they were pretty slippery last time on practice. We'll see how this goes as Jaden Fieldley, a bump and run by Newson, and Fieldley just goes straight out into the inside wall there. So that is going to be interesting to watch. And just like Talladega, this should be one of the most fun races that we will see this season.
What's gonna be a good race, y'all?
As qualifying is over, Jaden Newson will clinch another point for pole position. And that 1 point just boosts his chances up for a championship even further. As here we go, it is finally time to get this started.
Winner stage brakes.
Say that again. Donkey.
Here we go. It is finally time to get ourselves in the chase for the cup. Here is your starting grid: Jaden Newson, Carter Brookmeyer, JJ Fieldley, Carter Roy, and Harold Wilson. It is time to finally give it all you got. These two races determine it all. It is time to finally crown a champion today and tonight. But for now, let's see how the championship shakes up here tonight. Pace car is in, and it's time to shake it before you bake it for the second to last time. It's green flag at Homestead. Newson already on the high line. Fieldley should have passed. It won't be enough. He's going to fall in second. And we're immediately going to go to single file. And everyone, yeah, just following up, riding the outside wall a little bit. And we will see a lot of that here tonight. Drivers just riding the outside wall a little bit. Because Homestead is surely a slippery track now. There is Carter Brookmeyer. There is Harold Wilson, currently third in the standings, at risk of elimination from the contention here tonight. Same with Fieldley, as Brookmeyer and Newson have both clinched the final spot. Stage breaks will be every 45 laps, as Fieldley might be looking for a move here on Newton already. And again, that's the outside wall move. Fieldley already going to try and go to the inside, coming out on 4. And he touched doors. Fieldley looked like he got a little loose. And so did Newton. Newton will save it. And they're going to go side by side into the backstretch. But Newton will ultimately stay ahead coming into 3. And Carter Brookmeyer is now going to get into the mix. Side by side with Fieldley. And he's going to move into second. Already starting to look like a good race, good action. The Ford, the Toyota, the Chevy. 1, 2, 3. As Brookmeyer trying to go inside, he's not clear just yet. And Fieldley's gonna go into it. And that will be the first caution of tonight.
Dang, man, I just lost it there.
JJ Fieldley lost it, got tapped by Carter Brookmeyer. Tried to save it, unfortunately it wasn't enough, and that will be a caution thrown. And you can expect to see a couple more cautions just like that in these slippery conditions. As we're
Check up on the back stretch.
A look at that replay once again. So JJ Fieldley risked at elimination. He's going to be the first one to play out the caution. As Fieldley just lost it. As you can see there, the replay. Just a slight tap there by Brookmeyer. Brookmeyer, I'm guessing he thought he was clear to go a little bit low. And unfortunately, just wasn't clear enough just yet. That tap is all it takes for Philly to go sideways. And straight into the outside wall there.
Can I get a black cleared?
As everyone is now going to come into pit lane already. This track is not really going to be that useful for tire saving. So we will see how this turns out. As there is the championship leader, Jaden Newson. He will start from second as Harold Wilson stays out for now. We'll see if he comes into pit lane. Harold Wilson is indeed gonna stay out for track position coming to the restart. As Wilson needs, I believe, a top 2 or a race win to be able to stay in the championship fight. You see some Harold Wilson fans there in the chat cheering him on. As we are getting ready to go green once again at Homestead. So here we go. Let's try it out once again. Harold Wilson on the command of the field. And we are green flag once again at Homestead. Ten laps already in of the Miami 200. As Brookmeyer and Newton were side by side there a little bit, Brookmeyer will ultimately come out on top of the second, and Fieldy is going to try and move here. Into turn 3, he's got it. Hits the outside wall there, as Newton is going to try and fight it back. Side by side going into turn 1, Fieldley and Newson. The question is, what line is going to be the better line here tonight? As they're still side by side. As Fieldley, ooh, a little bit of a shake-up there. Coming out of turn 4, between almost all 3 drivers. And let's see if Newson will try it once again. A lot of Harold Wilson fans in the chat. Let's see how he does today. He's currently leading. And he is on point for at least a stage win. As they will continue riding the outside wall. Oh, what happened here? JJ Fieldley is into the outside wall. Once again, caution will come out. And it is Fieldley who will be the cause of it. 72 Chevy machine at risk of championship contention, elimination, and so far it is not going well for him. 2 cautions thrown, and he's been a part of it twice. Fieldy now. Let's see how he will try and pick himself back up together here. Here's a look at the replay. Just straight up into the outside wall and just loses it. Straight back up. You can see there the markings on the outside wall there. So Fieldy will indeed come into pit lane. And so will Newson. Everybody else stays out unless they come on a later lap. We will see now who will lead it. It will still be Harold Wilson in the race lead. They're gonna fly. But here we go. So second caution already in tonight's race on stage 1. I said will be Wilson, Brookmeyer, Roy, Newson, and Fieldy coming to the restart as we are 1 to green. So Newson comes into pit lane to restock himself on fuel. Fieldy also comes in to repair some of that damage. Only 3 fast repairs here tonight. As Fieldy, we'll see if he tries to pick himself back up together and rethink any strategies after that second incident. Wilson goes to the high lane. And Brookmeyer will be forced to take that inside line. Coming out of 4. And we are getting ready to go racing once again. Second caution restart, and we are green flag at Homestead. Great start for both Brookmeyer and Wilson. A little bit of a stall back there. Whoa, Carter Roy sliding through the turns. He manages to save it. We stay green, but my goodness. Carter Brookmeyer, Harold Wilson side by side. Newson looked like he almost went 3 wide. And a little bit of contact there between the two. Newson is going to try and go through the middle. The window got squeezed. He wasn't able to do it as he backs out of it. And now Fieldy gets into the mix. As you saw there from Carter Roy, this track tonight, it is slippery. You gotta be very careful of how you run this, Carter. Brookmeyer sliding. And there's the caution. 3 out of the 4 drivers in the championship 4 involved in it. Carter Roy barely missed it. The hit from Fieldy. as that will be the third caution of the night. 3 out of the 4 drivers in the championship contention taken out in a single sweep. As you can clearly see that front damage there on the 78 Ford machine. Feely, third caution for him. Brookmeyer got loose, tried to save it, and unfortunately some contact. Oh man. We're gonna take a look at that replay once again. Brookmeyer there just got loose, couldn't hold on to it.
I don't have any brakes. Can I get a pit clear?
And
fly clear.
It's just fortunately collected in it. But wow. That is just unfortunate. Wow. So let's get the field regroup and once again try it once more as the third caution waves.
Don't let it go green yet, man. I got a whole 1 minute repair.
As Fieldley is gonna have a lot of repairs to do. So this will be entertaining. As you can already tell, it's 3 cautions in, and that racetrack is looking to be very challenging for everyone. AJ Fielding here is gonna
Explain.
be in the pit lane. So Harold Wilson once again will remain at the front of the pack, controlling the start. This is looking great for him. He is at risk of elimination. He does need a high scoring here tonight if he even wants a chance at grabbing that championship tomorrow night at Phoenix. As for these two, the ones that are fighting for it all, 3 and 4, this will be entertaining to watch. Jaden Newsom already has 1 bonus point for the pole position. So this is gonna be really good there to shake things off. As here's
Free pass.
JJ
Free
Fielding.
pass.
Here comes JJ Fieldley storming through. Get him back into it.
I'm supposed to get a free pass. I'm supposed to get a free pass. What are you doing?
Do not delay green again.
As here we go. We're gonna try it once more. It will be Wilson, Newsom, Brookmeyer, Carteroy, and JJ Fieldley. As Fieldley is gonna make his way around. And we go green flag once again at Homestead. On Brookmeyer already into the outside wall. That could be very... Wilson and Newton. Side by side, Jaden will go back in first. And Harold loses out. And you can expect that outside wall to be fully covered in those tire markings. We will see how this goes. Everyone now in a steady position. Still running that outside wall. And he is threading the needle. Jaden Newson, a victory for him today, crowns him champion. Assuming, of course, that he partakes in the race at Phoenix. This will be very good to watch. The outside wall here just taking a beating, and we'll continue to take a beating here tonight.
When stage break?
As Newton is storming through, here's Harold Wilson. Carter right behind him. And Brookmeyer just trying to catch up here. Carter right there in third place, getting ready for season number 2, as he currently sits in third. With the championship 4,
Caution.
Carter Roy.
What a rookie.
Speaking of Carter Roy, he comes sliding out of turn 2, and that will be the 4th caution in just the first stage. Wow! Speak of the devil. That's Carter Roy again, proving yet again how slippery the track is here tonight. As he just goes out on his own. One little impact there is just unfortunate. Unfortunate timing when we set that in the commentary booth. Jaden Newson will control the race lead coming into the 4th caution restart. It will be Harold Wilson right behind him, and Brookmeyer field lead, and of course Carter Roy coming into pit lane. They're both going to grab a new set of tires and fuel. Who comes out first? It will be field lead. And Carter Roy might actually beat the other Carter. And he will, as it seems Brookmeyer has some damages he has to repair. And this will drop him all the way back the back of the pack. So they're ready to go here once again. As we are about to go 1 to green here. So here we go. Newson once again chooses the high lane. Everyone's been choosing the high lane. That's the ideal lane, it seems. But wow, what a crazy race so far, and this is just the first stage. 4 cautions already in place. And this has been a complete slip and slide so far for a lot of these drivers. But here we go for the 4th time here tonight. Once again, another caution restart here. And it's green flag once again at Homestead. That's Newson. Just says, let's get ready to go once again here in the Miami 200. Harold Wilson looking for a great move here on the inside. He won't have enough to surpass Newson, and he will go in 3rd as Speedway will go up in front of him. As you see smoke there on the outside wall. Newson, Fieldley, Wilson, Roy, and Brookmeyer, both Carters at the back. As Harold has been trying an interesting strategy from the rest. Everyone going the high lane. Harold is trying to make that low lane work. As Carter Roy might have him beat here, and he does. Back into 3rd like he was before the yellow was thrown. As these two just riding that outside wall. As Wilson and Brookmeyer, they're battling for 4th. And as of right now, Carter is not looking in a great position. He is the closest driver to the championship fight with Newson. A top 5 here would solidify the championship. He needs to get inside of that top 3 if he even wants a shot. Same goes to Harold. And Newson just comfortably sits in 1st. If Jaden wins this race here in Miami, not only is he crowned champion, but that it will be his 4th win of the season and his 2nd back-to-back for race wins. His first 2 race wins were back-to-back in the form of Vegas and Talladega. If he wins it here tonight, he will go back-to-back with his win last week at Michigan and a win now at Homestead. As Fieldley is just trying to close it as much as he can. Fieldley needs at least a top 2 to stop himself from being eliminated. Billy going down the inside. And he just manages to keep it going. As they're gonna sit there comfortably and see when do you make the move. 7 laps to go on stage 1. And JJ Fury is sideways. He tries to save it, and it won't work out. JJ Fury once again the cause of it. And it is not going well for the 72 Chevy. As that will most likely be the end of stage 2 as Jaden Newson wipes out by himself. The track just keeps getting slippy, more slippy. Just keeps getting slippier and slippier. And oh boy. Newson takes a dive to pit lane. There's JJ Fury. Just lost it completely, and almost so did Harold. Or sorry, Corduroy, I should say. And Newson under the yellow flag. Just lost it out of nowhere. Wow. That's the second time ever this season that he has done that. And he was slightly embarrassed from it last time. We'll see what he has to say about that when we interview him. As we will have a couple lap shootout here for the stage 1 win. As he will reunite with the rest of the pack.
Hey, Dwayne, we're gonna need to do delayed caution because Carter have some damage repairs.
Oh! Jaden Newson and Corduroy!
I'm sorry, Carter.
As we will have a caution extension here. So, Jaden...
And Dwayne, I'm gonna need a free pass.
So, if we do not reach the lap shootout here, Jaden Newson will be the stage 1 winner as he was in first the time the caution was thrown. But that will be an end-of-line penalty for the 78. So we will see how that goes. as we will be having a lap shootout here for the Stage 1 win. It will be a 3-lap shootout. Or a 2-lap shootout, it seems. Carter Roy and Harold Wilson will be controlling the start here. As here we go, we will have a 2-lap shootout for the first stage. Green flag at Homestead.
Black clear.
Harold Wilson in the race lead. Here comes Carter Brookmeyer down the inside of Carter Roy. As we reach 1 lap to go, what happened there? Oh boy! And that will be the first stage. And that will be the stage. So Harold Wilson will win stage number 1 of the Miami 200. As everyone is going to take a dip to pit lane. So this will be entertaining to watch your Carter Roy and JJ Fieldley side by side coming in pit lane. As we will take a quick break and we'll be right back to start off stage number 2 of the Miami 200 live from Homestead Miami Speedway. Oh boy. JJ Fieldley.
Yo, delay the
Carter
caution.
Roy.
I got totally spun.
Oh, okay, I'll fund the games. That was just shenanigans on the first stage, you know?
We will see what happened there.
Black
Carter
clear,
Roy
please.
and JJ Fieldley. Oh wow. That will be a penalty given. Definitely to that 21. Actually, we'll see here. Yeah. Wow. let's take a look here. Harold Wilson. Harold, can you hear us?
Yeah, I got you.
Harold, you're currently on board. Winner of stage 1. How do you feel coming into the rest of this race?
I'm actually very surprised by that. We kind of stretched it out so far in the times at last, and they fell off a little bit earlier than I expected. So hopefully I have it ready for the rest of the race.
Alrighty, thank you for your time. Wishing you the best in the rest of the race.
Thank you, sir.
As we're still getting ready to get set up here, and we are green flag at Homestead to start off stage number 2. And Harold immediately takes action. JJ Fieldley missed the start. So this will be interesting to see how it turns out. Jaden Newson into the outside wall. As Carter Brookmeyer and Carter Roy looking to go side by side coming into turn 1. Harold will stay ahead. Jaden Newson, if he wants to get that championship earlier, he needs the race win. Harold in 3rd. He wants that championship and he is not gonna give up whatsoever. He may have a slimmer chance, but he's gonna try his absolute best. As Newton here trying to get as much momentum as he can to catch up to that 83. As he gets a big run out of 4, side by side. Into turn 1, he's going to continue riding the outside wall. Harold stay the heck. Can he save it? Oh, he has it. Can he save it? No, he cannot. And Harold Wilson will have the caution thrown. Harold Wilson has been an amazing driver at saving spins. Unfortunately, the track just seems to be too slippery here tonight. He's trying to save it, won't be able to get it to work. And already on stage 2, that will be the 6th caution of tonight. Running the lead, and that will heavily impact him here, as he will be looking to go into pit lane. He does have some damage from that impact into the wall. So Harold Wilson, stage 1 winner, into pit lane, as Jaden Newson will be the one in command coming to the restart.
What a black player.
As Harold, unfortunately. Oh, man. Let's take a look once again. He looked like he had it there. And unfortunately, it's too much speed, not a lot of grip. Just doesn't succeed. So race control declares, that's the 6th caution of tonight. Race control declares a grace period on cautions. So we will see how this goes. As now you really cannot have a room for error. As we go 1 to green. Newson wants the high lane. As Harold Wilson is gonna make his way back. Let's see, he'll start from the back of the grid here. As Philly just gives a quick smack to Brookmeyer at the door there. I don't know if you'll catch that. Alrighty, let's try it once again. First caution restart of stage number 2. It is green flag at the Miami 200. And already at the back, it's Harold Wilson. Immediately.
What happened to a 3-lap racing period?
Wow. At the restart, Harold Wilson
Jeez, man, I'm an idiot.
with JJ Fieldley.
You need to lock in.
Fieldley just, wow. That is unbelievable. It is not Fieldley's night here tonight. He has been struggling all day long. There's the point of view. Harold Wilson coming to the restart. Green flag. Fieldley wipes out. Wilson nowhere to go. And there's once again
My rear just
damage.
kicked so fast. What the hell happened there?
He will go back into pit lane.
Dwayne, we need to enforce a commitment line so we don't have to, like, keep switching down the back stretch. Just, like, mark somewhere on the wall down the front stretch, so you have to pick your line before then. Just say the end of the wall.
In a repair, so basically just race, and then I see my laps back.
As JJ Fieldley does not have any more fast repairs, JJ Fieldley could potentially be out of this race. He has a long repair. We'll see if he can get
Black clear.
his. We'll see if he can get his car back up to continue the race. But it has just not been his night here at Miami. So it will be Newson, Carter, Roy, Brookmeyer, and Wilson. Wilson was able to come into pit lane, get some repairs done. Fieldley, however, is going to sit in pit lane and wait for those repairs to come, as he will have to rejoin the race under green unless another yellow is thrown. Which, by the looks of it, It is very possible. So Newson once again choosing the high lane as he's been doing not only on this track but on almost every other race. Besides, I believe, Talladega. And Jaden Newson in an incredible position to currently clinch the championship as we go green flag once again in the Miami 200. And a great start for both Newson and Brookmeyer. Carter needs to chase him down. He cannot let Jaden get that race win. And Carter Roy is now going to get into the mix. As that outside wall has taken some abuse here tonight. Officially 30 laps to go on stage 2. As here comes Carter Roy down the inside of the other Carter. And Carter Roy slips. He manages to save it, keep it green, but he will lose that position to Harold Wilson. And we're just gonna keep it going. It's Jaden, Brookmeyer, Wilson, Carter Roy pulled back all the way forward. Jaden Fieldley still on pit lane, trying to get those repairs as fast as possible to get him back into the race. But it's been a wild ride so far for everyone here tonight. No one has been saved from the tracks, how slippery the track is. As Harold Wilson gets past Carter Brookmeyer, and he's back into P2.
One minute to go, y'all.
Fieldley there saying on the radio he has 1 minute of repairs left before he can get back into it. As Brookmeyer just lashed out completely to Harold. And everyone has a 1 second gap between each other. So everyone now in an equal position. There's a 1 second gap between every single driver. So we will see how this plays out. This is the most comfortable position that Jaden Newson could be hoping for. Of course, looking for the championship, but he may not be that safe, as you can see there, Harold Wilson lurking in the background. As he comes now out of 4. And you know damn well Harold is going to try and track him down, as he has closed the 1 second gap to 7/10. As JJ Fieldley will finally exit pit lane to get back into it. As Harold now back, JJ Fieldley is 8 laps down. He's gonna have to wait for that yellow flag to rise. And Wilson, in a matter of seconds, has closed that 1 second gap to just 4/10. And here we go. Let's see how this plays out. Harold Wilson has definitely so far been the faster driver between him and Jaden Newson as they both come out of 4. Harold is just looking to get closer and closer as much as he can to that 78. Two-tenths of a second. It's gotten shorter. And Harold might be looking for a potential move as Jaden just keeps scraping that outside wall. As we are about to reach 20 to go on stage 2. And they are still neck and neck. Fight here in the back. Carter Brookmeyer and Carter Roy going at it. Carter Roy spun out a little bit. Manages to keep it going. We stay green. As we have plenty of exciting fights going on here as we have officially reached the halfway point of the race. Harold looked like he got a great opening there. As JJ Fieldley gets past both quarters, trying to slowly get his laps back. Carter Roy down the inside, back into 4th. Or 3rd, I should say. That outside wall out of turn 4 is not looking very good, is it? Officially halfway. We have reached the halfway point of the Miami 200. 19 to go on stage 2. He's gonna try his best. Here comes Harold Wilson. This is the shot that he wanted. Side by side with Jaden Newson coming out of turn 4. Now into 1. Harold trying to get his race lead back. And he's done. No, not yet. Jaden trying to fight it back. Coming out of turn 2. And he will. Looked like Harold had the edge a little bit, but Newton out of nowhere with that big run coming out of turn 2. And he's going to work for that all over again. As the gap between Carter Roy and Carter Brookmeyer has extended drastically. Oh, Jaden Newton, that might have been a bigger head than he wanted it to be. And here comes Harold down the inside once again. Jaden went down a little bit to try and defend it better. Will that succeed? It will. Harold once again on the low lane. This one is the one that looks the most promising. Into the backstretch. Does he have enough to block? Yes, he does. Harold Wilson into the race lead. 3rd time's the charm. And now out of 4, and Harold will once again take control of this race. If you're just tuning in, welcome to round number 9, the second to last round of the Shake and Bake Kickoff season here, the Miami 200. Live from Homestead, Miami Speedway. The first race of the doubleheader season finale week with tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the season finale final round, round number 10, the championship 250 at Phoenix, where we will crown a champion. That is, if Jaden doesn't win the championship here tonight. Down the outside, Harold stays low. Is that the move? Side by side to the backstretch. Still no one has the edge. We'll see here coming out of turn 4. Jaden might have a bigger shot, and he will. Jaden Newson back into the race lead, and it's been a back and forth between these two. Another wall scrape coming into turn 2. Harold might have a better shot here. As here we go. A little bit of a slide there out of 4 by Newton. Harold down the inside. A track race at the front stretch, and Harold Wilson once again into the race lead as Jaden Newton is going to pull the switcheroo here to try and go to the inside. But it won't turn out, as he's going to have to sit back there behind the 83 Toyota to get more of that draft, to be able to get that 78 Ford back into the lead. And that is the big run out of turn 4 that Newson has been doing all race. Side by side out of turn 2. Little bit of smoke coming from that impact on the outside wall. Jaden will stay ahead. And yet again another lead change. See there, Harold rising up the track there as we officially reach 10 laps to go on stage 2. Harold looking for his second stage win of the night. Jaden looking to get track position here, coming to the restart for the final stage, the race win. And Harold is gonna impact that outside wall. Oh no! Into the outside wall he goes. We stay green, and that just killed the entire momentum as Harold Wilson comes slipping out of turn 4 into the outside wall. He manages to keep it going. We stay green, but now it's a 4-second gap to Jaden Newson, and he's gonna have to rebuild that from scratch. As Carter Roy stays in 3rd, Brookmeyer holding it tightly in 4th. JJ Fieldley still 8 laps down. And Fieldley might be out of championship contention. Jaden in the best spot that he's been at the entire race here tonight. He has a 6-second gap to Harold. And lap traffic is going to come play a factor here as Jaden Newson will go a lap ahead of Carter Brookmeyer. All Jaden Newson has to do is just sit here tightly for 6 more laps until we reach the final stage break. And he'll be a step closer to a championship. Newson side by side with JJ Fieldley. As JJ will go ahead. And Carter Brookmeyer is actually going to take a dip to pit lane just before the stage break. So we may have a little bit of a strategy here playing in the 62. He just says, let's take a dip to pit lane now. Everyone's going to try and pit here at the stage break so we can just have that track position ready for us. Unless there is some damage that we are unaware of that he needs to repair. Which we're going to guess that's the case, as he has been taking a while. That's a 20-second stop. So there was indeed some repairs there that had to be taken on that 62. As he will go 2 laps down now. And Carter Brookmeyer sliding across the track. A delayed caution, but it will be thrown.
Remember, Dwayne, I'm gonna need my laps back.
Same here, bud.
As that will be stage break.
Wait, hold on. If we go before, we still have to finish the stage.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna be flying by. Watch out. Dwayne, I need you to do the clear black flag bullshit or wave around shit.
So that will be...
I need 2 more wave rounds.
So that will be the end of stage 2 under caution. It's Jaden Newson who will win the stage. And we are getting ready to enter the final stages of this race.
Can we delay the caution so we can get our laps back so we have cleaner racing?
So Harold Wilson stage 1 win. Jaden Newson stage 2 win. And now we race for the stage.
Black flag clear.
So we will be right back as we give some wave rounds and clear some black flags with these drivers here. We'll be right back with the final stage of the Miami 200 here live from the official Shake and Bake Racing League YouTube channel.
I'm gonna need black clear when we go green. Go green. Not now. Black clear? What?
So here we go. Green flag at Homestead. And a great start for everyone. JJ Fieldley got some of his laps back. But unfortunately, he will still have a lot to recover here. Jaden Newson with Corduroy side by side, the teammates over at Common Motorsports. Fieldley is 6 laps down still, so he might be on a championship contention. Corduroy to the inside. Does he have the move done? Yes, he does. Oh, and Corduroy spins. He saves it. Fieldley and Wilson split him. Wow. So this will be interesting to watch now. As Jaden Newson inching closer and closer. Harold Wilson now in second. It's Corduroy. Brookmeyer, there's Fieldley. Might be giving Harold maybe some little bit of help, and there's the caution. Corduroy is involved in it. And that will be the first caution of the final stage. So we're taking a look at the results here. And even if Jaden wins, Carter Brookmeyer, even though it's slim, he still has a chance to win the championship. So Newson will not be crowned champion here tonight. However, a race win here will basically solidify the championship.
Hey Dwayne, can I just run
tomorrow.
laps on these guys and you just clear it?
So we will see how that goes. Let's take a look at the replay there. What happened with Corduroy?
Sorry Dwayne, what did you say?
It just spins out. Unfortunate. We've had so many incidents involved here tonight just like that. as everyone is gonna dip into pit lane. So here's JJ Fieldley trying to make his way around. So
Hey, can we delay the caution so I get my last back so it's better racing?
And that will do it. Wow. That will unfortunately be it for the 21 Ford machine. Carter Roy is out of the race with a DNF. That is unfortunate. Carter Roy, who was not in the championship 4 but was running a decent race, that spin is just enough for him, and he will call it a day in 21 crew over at Common Motorsports. Carter Roy out of the Miami 200 with a DNF. As JJ Fieldley's now gonna come make his way around once again. We will get ready to go racing. Let's hop on board here with Jaden Newson if we can.
I need 2 more laps, 2 more laps, 2 more laps.
Don't delay it again.
Jaden, can you hear us?
How about this? We don't enforce the 2 laps back rule until next season. Because apparently we ain't enforcing it now.
Here we go, JJ Fieldley making his way back. There is the JJ Fieldley on board. As we are getting ready to go green here once again. And it's time, and we're green flag. Here in the Miami 200, green flag once
Black flag
again.
clear.
Great start for both of them. Wilson and Newson. Great start for them at the restart. Carter Roy out of the race. JJ Fieldley. He got his laps back, but he had to go in pit lane. It's Shaden, Harold, and Brookmeyer, the top 3 in the championship 4, are gonna duke it out. This race will set yourself up and will determine your fate at Phoenix tomorrow night. And a race win here for Jaden Newson will basically solidify the championship for him tomorrow night. Although by points he will not clinch it tonight just yet. But he will be in the best spot possible. Harold Wilson down the inside. Side by side still, both of them going at it. And Jaden will stay ahead. As Jaden now trying to make his way back. He's 2 laps down, but he's still fighting it. Carter Brookmeyer sits in 3rd, trying to just close the gap to get in the fight with those top 2. Oh, what has happened there? Jaden Newton is into the infield. And a caution will be out. Was there contact between Jaden and Harold? And oh boy. We'll take a replay of that. But wow.
2 wave rounds allowed, no more.
Hey, Dwayne, I also need 2 wave rounds. 2 wave rounds. Thanks, Dwayne.
There's the replay. Newson just, wow. Straight back into the infield.
Black flag clear.
So Harold Wilson will be in control of the start. It will be Wilson, Brookmeyer, Newson, and Fieldley.
I'm only 1 more lap down. Only 1 more lap down.
As we're getting ready to go racing once again, only a couple laps left in the final stage. But here we go. Wilson choosing the outside lane once again. Carter Brookmeyer on his low line.
Black flag clear.
And we are green once again. Here in Miami. Harold Wilson, Carter Brookmeyer, JJ Feely, Jaden Newton actually went into pit lane. So we'll see how this goes. There's Carter Roy in the live chat. Got my money on Jaden Newton, his teammate. 26 laps to go. Harold has a comfortable lead so far. Carter Brookmeyer once again trying to close that gap. A race win here would be crucial to that 62 Logitech Toyota. And once again, that scrape on the outside wall. Fieldy sits in third. Something happened with Jaden Newson. He has some repairs, and that's going to cost them a lot. Jaden Newson, apparently he did not have enough fast repairs left, and he is going to have to wait it out because of the incident that he was just involved in with 23 to go. His race win at risk. And what he looked to be very comfortable in a potential race win situation has now turned into a disaster for the 78. Harold Wilson will be the one dominating the race once again. Carter Brookmeyer, 2-second gap between him and Harold. And then it's a 6-second gap between Carter and JJ. "21 to go. And Harold might be in one of, if not his most comfortable position yet today. Or tonight, I should say. As that will turn into a 3-second gap. As Brookmeyer is struggling a little bit. JJ Fielding into turn 1. Jaden Newson is still in pit lane. There's nothing he can do at the moment. And he's out. Jaden Newson is 9 laps down. With 19 to go, this seems impossible now. $18 laps to go. And it's been a great fight between the championship 4 here tonight. Harold Wilson, a comfortable 6-second gap between him and Carter Brookmeyer, 17 to go. And although he's been on some fights for the race lead with Jaden Newson, it's mostly been him and a dominant performance so far here at Homestead. As for Carter Brookmeyer, if he stays in this position, a top 2, well, obviously not as good as a race win. This will definitely help him a lot for the race tomorrow night at Phoenix, for him to try and get the championship. But so far, it's looking very promising for that 83 Toyota. Harold Wilson coming into Season 2. Carter Brookmeyer going to make the switch to Chevy, as Harold Wilson will become the new team owner of Badass Racing and the Toyota team, as Brookmeyer departs from Badass Racing and will join forces with Vibes Motorsports over at the Chevys. The team deal going on, so we can co-own the team. So Badass Racing and Vibes Motorsports will unite over at Chevy, and the Toyota team will undergo brand new ownership in the form of your current race leader, Harold Wilson. JJ Fieldley, he's been struggling so much this race, and that is going to be unfortunate for him, as he will most likely be out of the championship contention for tomorrow night, as the championship 4 will turn into the final 3, assuming of course the positions stay as they are coming to the checkered flag. So this will be very entertaining. Oh, Harold Wilson, what happened there? Into the outside wall, oh no! Some damage on the 83. And that could be very bad. There's sparks coming out. Another self-wipeout. And yeah, there's definitely big damage on the 83. He's going to have to dive into pit lane. Harold Wilson, who had the race comfortably in his hands, will now fall by himself, and it will come down between Fieldley and Brookmeyer with 11 to go. Harold Wilson, he had the race won, and a self-wipeout is all it takes. Carter Brookmeyer and JJ Fieldley are gonna fight it for the race win 10 laps to go in the Miami 200. What a turn of events. And just when you thought you had a race won, disaster for the 83. JJ Fieldley on the inside doesn't have enough as Carter Brookmeyer will continue to ride, and Fieldley slows down. What has happened with JJ Fieldley? We will stay green. Unsure what happened there. Wow.
How's that not a caution? I literally spun out.
JJ Fieldley upset about the caution. He's gonna dive into pit lane. And Carter Brookmeyer will now be left alone. Harold Wilson in pit lane. JJ Fieldley in pit lane. And it's just all the 62 right now. Seven to go. Fieldley will be a lap down. Into the outside wall he goes. As JJ Fieldley not happy about that call from race control. He slowed down quite a lot, but he kept the car straight. So no caution was called. And Fieldley will keep it going. Harold Wilson is out of pit lane. Four laps to go. Everyone is a lap down. And it's all Carter Brookmeyer with 3 to go. As he now approaches Harold Wilson. Everyone in steady positions. This will be a great championship race tomorrow night. Wow. Feely on the high side of Harold Wilson. Carter Brookmeyer, who won the race at Atlanta. White flag, 1 to go at Homestead. He pulls the impossible, was never at the front of the pack, and somehow, some way, when he needed it the most, he is gonna make it happen. Carter Brookmeyer, out of turn 4, will win the Miami 200 to make it a championship fight tomorrow at Phoenix. Carter Brookmeyer pulls it off at Homestead as he wins the Miami 200, and this will be a tight battle for the championship tomorrow night. JJ Fieldley will have the fastest lap of the race with a 32.44. But there it is. And he is happy about that one. JJ Fieldley takes second. Harold Wilson is going to be third place for him. Jaden Newson in fourth after he had basically won. Unfortunate for him, and Carter Roy takes home fifth with the DNF. And he is gonna burn that town reasonably so. So here are the results for tonight. He burns down the engine. Carter Brookmeyer, race winner at Homestead, the Miami 200. Then it's JJ Fieldley, Harold Wilson, Jaden Newson, and Carter Roy rounds it off. Let's take a look then at the championship standings and how this shakes it off. Jaden Newson will obviously stay ahead with 323 points. Carter Brookmeyer with 318. It is a 5-point differential between the two going into tomorrow night. Harold Wilson and JJ Fieldley will remain third and fourth, but that, if I'm not mistaken, will be elimination from championship contention tomorrow night. Let me double check that real quick to confirm. And it will be indeed elimination. JJ Fieldley, Harold Wilson out of championship contention for tomorrow night, and it will come down to these final two to determine our champion. For now, let's go to post-race interviews. Let's start it off here with race winner Carter Brookmeyer, winner at Homestead Oh boy.
Let's go! Yeah!
Carter Brookmeyer, race winner of the Miami 200. Carter, this was a very, very much needed win, and now you're just 5 points away against Jaden, which means basically tomorrow night, between you and Newson, whoever crosses that line first will be crowned Shake and Bake champion. How do you feel about your performance tonight?
Well, it wasn't the best of performances, I'll admit, but I thought JJ was going to pass me. He pit and spun. I thought there was going to be caution. There wasn't. And then Harold, I just feel bad. I don't know what happened there. I just see him spin out twice, and then I pass him. And then Jaden, the track is not the best for obviously anyone here. And then Carter Roy just gave up. I don't know why, but hell yeah, it's a win. And do I deserve it? Not really. I think Jaden deserves it more than me, if anything.
And it looks like it was all meant to be. Obviously, you had a little bit of a rivalry going with Jaden at the start of the season. Then it settled down. And now, how do you feel that out of everyone, it will come down to just you and him tomorrow night at Phoenix for the championship?
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that early in the season. I just don't remember. I don't care about it anymore. I think I've proven myself to him. I think he's proven himself to me. And I just think he's a great racer. So is everyone else in this league. Sucks that Charlie wasn't here, but it was just awesome. I just have so much. I'm so excited. I don't know what to say.
Alrighty, is there any shoutouts that you like to do?
Family, Jaden Newson, and Harold Wilson.
Alrighty, thank you for your time. Wishing you the best and good luck in your championship race tomorrow night.
Thanks, bud.
Alright, let's get in here. The runner-up, JJ Fieldley, and officially your P4 finisher in the standings. Let's get Fieldley up here.
It's good.
Hello, JJ. How you doing?
I'm alright. It sucks that I'm out of the points now, but I'm glad to be racing here in the Busch Light number 72, and just hopefully get him next season. But it was a fun race. I think it was a dumb move by me to pit on those last couple laps, but my spotter kept on yelling at me that my tires are about to go down, so I didn't want to destroy the car and completely place out. But overall, I think in the beginning I had a horrible race, but hopefully get him next week or tomorrow.
Yeah, I was just about to say, obviously you were struggling a lot at the beginning of the race, but that's still a P2 finish for you, and even though you're out of the championship, that's still a top 5 in the standings. So are you satisfied with your performance during the season?
I mean, I'm happy about my how I placed 4th in the standings, but I'm just mad that there's nothing I can do to maybe have a chance to win the championship tomorrow. But hopefully hopefully tomorrow I can at least place a little bit higher, maybe in 3rd for the championship tomorrow. But maybe hoping to get a win tomorrow just for the last race of the season for my team. And the car just didn't run good today. I was gone for 2 weeks, wasn't in the car, and my car just didn't stick. But because I would chase him down, and then I would lose the all back, and I had to restart. But overall, it was an alright race.
Alrighty, is there any shoutouts that you would like to do?
I'd like to shout out my sponsors and my family that are watching, but hopefully I'll get them tomorrow, guys.
Alrighty, thank you for your time. JJ Fieldley, P2 finisher at Homestead, P4 in the standings. Wishing you the best luck going into next season.
Thank you, man. Hopefully, good to see you. Let's see you next season.
Yep, thank you. Alrighty, and let's get in here. Your current championship leader and the second person that will be fighting for the championship tomorrow night, and that is, of course, Jaden Newson. Let's bring him up here. Jaden, how's it going?
Good. Well, I'm good, but the race didn't go so well.
I was just about to say, Jaden, you with Harold, obviously you were the top front runners here tonight. Obviously you won stage 2, but that last wreck there that basically screwed you over about the entire race. How do you feel about that? And walk us through it.
I feel like kind of towards the start, I had all my fast repairs. They were kind of wasted from other people doing things. You catch them where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I feel like that kind of screwed me up because I did slip up at the end of the race there and hit the wall. It got loose out of 2 and it caught me off guard, and I couldn't steer it off in time. And since I had no fast repairs, I had to wait for the 7 minutes of repairs that I had. So that ended our day. I feel like me and Harold were definitely the fastest cars, and we had a shot at winning it. But good that we're keeping the points lead.
Yeah, it will all come down to tomorrow night at Phoenix. You versus Carter Brookmeyer to face off for the championship. How do you feel about Carter Brookmeyer being your opponent? And how do you feel overall going into tomorrow night knowing that there is a championship on the line and you have to be the first one across that finish line to win it?
Well, I feel like, I don't know, Carter scared me. He's won a couple races recently. I mean, he's fast. I feel like today we were a little bit faster than him, but he outplayed and outran us. So the points gap is not nearly as big as I would have liked it to be. I would have liked a few more points to be a little bit more comfortable, but we're still going to go and win the thing.
Alrighty. Is there any shoutouts that you would like to do?
Just my sponsors, Can Racing, ASL, Comet Motorsports, and yeah, Carter Roy for coming out. Good teammate. Had a good race. He left partway through, but I mean, it was fun racing with everybody.
Alrighty. Thank you for your time. Wishing you the best luck in your championship race tomorrow night.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Alright, and let's get in here. Harold Wilson, your P3 finisher both tonight and in the championship standings. Hello, Harold.
What's going on, man?
How are you doing? Harold, obviously you were one of, if not the most dominant driver here tonight. Led a ton of laps and obviously stage 1 win. So how do you feel about your performance here tonight and knowing that you not only placed top 3 tonight here at Homestead, but the P3 finish in the championship standings after being relatively very low at the beginning of the season. So how do you feel about your performance?
I feel like I did pretty good tonight for limited practice. Kept getting loose, lost it at last few laps, about 15 to go. And then my car got stuck on pit road and I could not leave my pit stall, so I lost probably another 4 laps from that.
Yeah, understandably. And now, obviously, with Carter Brookmeyer making the move to Chevy next season, you will become the new owner of the Toyota team. So with that in mind, and just overall with your performance, how do you feel about you looking to improve next season and knowing that you'll have a fresh start?
Yeah, I'm hoping to get a couple people on Team Toyota, see what we can do. I've been running pretty good here recently, considering I'm not the best at these ovals.
Sure, you are a road course expert. We saw that at Watkins Glen, and there's a couple more road courses during next season's schedule, so hopefully you'll be able to dominate those as well. Is there any shout-outs that you would like to do?
Shout out to all my family and my friends out there watching the stream.
Yeah, you did have a couple fans there on the stream, but congratulations, man, on your top 3 in the championship. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Alrighty, and that will do it for here tonight. That was round 9, the Miami 200. Carter Brookmeyer pulls off the race win. And oh boy, we have ourselves a championship fight. It is all or nothing tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the season finale at Phoenix Raceway. Jaden Newson, Carter Brookmeyer will go head-to-head to see who will become a Shake and Bake Cup Series champion. Thank you all very much for watching here live from the official Shake and Bake Racing YouTube channel. I would like to thank everyone that appeared in the stream tonight and overall throughout the entire season as we get ready for the season finale tomorrow night. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to like, subscribe. And this is Dwayne Crespo, also known as Vibes on YouTube. Signing out. Good night, everyone, and have a blessed day. Peace.